Hey Faves, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button to join our amazing family. And if you are a returning subby, thank you so much for your love and support. So what's new? As you may already know, I'm not stationed at one place. I travel around the lot for work. So this is my new space and I'm going to work with what I have. Secondly, I joined the Lux family. I'm just at my starter phase and I can't wait to be budding and then finally to move to the mature phase where my hair will be completely locked. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my journey. So, moving on. Today's topic is all about your level up journey, and it's going to be in two parts. We will first of all deal with living with intention, and then in another video move on to talking about how to set strong, healthy boundaries. So let's dive right in. Living with intention involves knowing your whys. In a quote by Sri Howard Klim, the Mahanta, the Living Master spiritual leader of Ekankara, it says, a guiding rule that will stand you well throughout life is the same. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And unless all three answers yes, you may do well to reconsider your intended actions. What is the motivation behind your actions? Are you acting by a high standard, a standard of love? Do not blame anyone for anything. Do not blame yourself. Do not blame others. And most importantly, do not explain. You owe no one no explanation. You've got nothing to prove. According to Paul Twitchell, the modern day founder of Ekankara, it is a man who thinks he may live as freely as his unconsidered desires prompt him, that does not see the reckoning of such an attitude. He is binding his life to a hollow dream if he persists in such an attitude. If he has had any experience with knowing his true self, there would be no room for hatred for another. Blaming others for the things that happen to you is such a waste of spiritual potential. Being a spiritual being simply means to employ the highest force of creativity that is possible. Creative power means figuring your way out of situations you have put yourself into, because most of the time we find ourselves in trouble that we have created for ourselves. To become good at anything, you need to invest, whether it be your time, money, or both. You may even need to make some sacrifices, bearing in mind that we are individuals first before we are family, before we are society, community, state, province, country, continent, and world. And as I mentioned in my Seeker of Truth video, the number one sign that something good is about happening in your life is when everything seems to be going down the drain. This is simply because the old things must break to make room for the new. Your old self has gone as far as it can. Allow some room for your new self to take you to where you need to go. And as Ciara said in her Level Up song, the old mistakes are gone. I don't want them no more. That's old news. There's new news. I've turned nothing into something. My comeback on 100. Less talking, more action. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turned it into money. Thank God I never settled. This view is so much better. I'm chilling. I'm winning, like on another level. I stay prayed up. Nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. Nicely put by Sierra. Learning never ceases. All things perfect have ceased to grow. Make room for growth in your life as well as in the life of the people in your circle. Never interfere. Do not deprive anyone of having a spiritual experience. So will definitely break free from the mind in one way or the other and become self-aware. Learn to let things be. It is what it is. It all begins from here. The mindset. What you feed the mind and the subconscious mind. Speak kindly to yourself. People's opinion of you is none of your business. You may pick a thing or two, especially when you realize that certain things are becoming a pattern. And the only way to break free from a pattern is to respond differently. Be ready to take action. Self-reflect, take accountability, and most importantly, speak kindly to yourself. The decision to make a change comes from you and you alone. Let's say you take a decision without being privy to all of the facts. You lost guard and then later realized that everything was a lie all along. Now that you have come to this realization, tell me, what are you still doing over there? Are you waiting for God to grab your hand and pull you out of there? Or are you waiting for a super dramatic visit? No, leave immediately. Cut out all emotional attachments to the situation and leave. Don't stay in places for 7 years when you should have left 6 months into the journey. Whatever it is you discovered, trust me, it's going to remain the same even if you stay for 1,000 years. Your peace should be your number one priority. Leave. Feeling lost and don't know where to start from? Don't worry, I got you. All you need is to get you a journal. You will be amazed at how journaling brings your thoughts into perspective. Pour your heart out on paper. There is power in pen and paper. Brian Tracy describes it as the psychoneuromotor activity. As a newbie to journaling, please start with pen and paper. Don't go digital yet, because that space can be very distractive. Journaling may come off as a lazy thing to do, but then if you have asked your whys and have come up with answers to all of them, then you will get to it. You will persist and stay consistent. If it makes you feel any better, get yourself a beautiful journal. You can have different journals for different things such as gratitude, readings, spirituality, inner work, dreams, and all other areas in your life that needs fixing. Next, after journaling, is to read. Spend money on books. Purchase courses. Register and attend seminars and conferences. Books are your reference material to living. Everything can be found in books. If you're struggling with relationships, finances, family issues, career, casual, intimate, professional relationship, there are books out there on that. If it's your finances, health, spirituality, there are books out there on that. So read. Books don't cost much. Don't always be buying clothes, beard oil, shoes, bags, video games, and so on and so forth. If you can't afford brand new books, try thrift bookstores. They have amazing deals for quality books and rich information. Read. Widen your knowledge on things so that you can begin to act better. Oftentimes, people do not like to read because it requires a great deal of mental activity, visualizing the actions from the words, imagining the voice tones and the facial expressions. The average man is not up to such creative labor. They'd rather scroll and jump the mind with fake lives. Get lost in books. Be fully booked. As you embark on your reading journey, Remember that knowledge alone is not wisdom. Take action. Apply the things you read. Work out variations to see which works best for you. And that becomes your own wisdom. Invest in bettering yourself, for you only attract better when you feel better. Your broken self will only attract broken things, broken people, broken lifestyle, broken situations. Fix you to become aligned to the best things the universe has to offer. The last step to living with intention is self-development. After you have poured your heart out on paper, after you have figured out all of the potholes in your life, discovered your sources and missing links, and after you have read, taken courses, attended seminars and conferences, it is now time to apply everything it is that you have learned. It's time to move different. Do different. Let your actions scream, oh, she changed. Yes, that's what we are looking for. Improve, develop, become better, level up. This is where the answers to your whys come to play. Think integrity, fidelity, courage, compassion, love, contribution, responsibility, justice, generosity, temperance, persistence, respect, and truthfulness. Integrity should be your number one guiding principle to living with intention. It simply means that you are undivided. Every part of your life lines up with the other parts. Some questions on integrity to consider may be, are my actions loving to others? Is this something my future self will be proud of? Is this my highest standard? Am I dressing for attention? What is my motive for wanting this? Would this be better left unsaid? Will this benefit others? I'm going to be addressing them one after the other. I'll be combining some of them because I feel like they're about the same thing. So first off, are my actions loving to others, and will this benefit others? Are you being kind to others, or are you treating them like they are nothing? Are you hurting them with your words? Are you stealing from them? Do you want what they have so badly that you rob them of their daily bread? Are you feeling like God in another person's life just because you were placed there to help? You have your own answers. So the next is this something I'd be proud of? And what is my motive for wanting this? At the beginning of this year, I'm sure a lot of you wrote down your New Year resolutions. Are you still following through, or did it all end after the first month of January? Will your future self still be proud? I want financial freedom. I want the freedom money brings. Are you setting goals and taking calculated steps to see your dreams manifest? Are you even dreaming at all? Will your future self be proud? I remember one time someone asked me about quartz deposits. So I asked, which type are you looking for? I expected him to say, oh, the quartzites or the cherts or the pegmatites or the quartz sands. But then he asked, what are the different types? Then I went mute. You know why? This person hasn't helped himself. You are looking for something and you don't even know what you want. You don't even know the types that exist. How do you expect me to help you here? No. Before you go to somebody for help, do your homework. Never approach anyone with an empty mind. Work on your show that you know something at least. It's not enough that you're looking for free consultation. You want to waste my time as well. If you don't know what you're looking for, I cannot help you. Heaven helps those who help themselves. This attitude is only allowed when you are a layman. It is not acceptable from a professional. Would you be a different person by January 2025? Or same old, same old? Do you need financial freedom only for materialistic things? or for power or to show off? Or you need it for experience, to travel the world, to learn new things, culture, food, people, lifestyle, helping people who are without the essentials of life, supporting missionary work, creating businesses to support the unemployment situation in this part of the world. Some will say, oh, I have money now. I'm going to have all the girls I want. I'm going to take revenge on all of the girls that rejected me when I was broke. I'm going to be disrespectful to my significant other and be chasing side chicks and side cocks because I'm now rich. My dear, now me you did do. You have the answers to your why. You want to be married so badly. Is it because you are being pressured to, or because all of your mates are married? Or are you patiently waiting for something that makes sense? You have your own answers. You want to be fit. Are you eating healthy, nourishing foods? Are you drinking your water? Are you eating your greens? Are you drinking your greens? Are you exercising on a regular basis? Or you're just eating and sleeping and drinking processed juices instead of taking natural fruits such as oranges, apples, watermelon, pineapple, and so on and so forth? Or are you doing alcohol on Friday nights for the boys, or consuming non-edible stuff that is other known as pika? The list goes on and on. You want a stable relationship, but you're emotionally unavailable, playing hot and cold with others. One moment you're all up in my business, the next moment you're a ghost. You're nowhere to be found. Stay in your lane. If you are not ready to pursue a woman, leave us alone. Leave us in peace. Don't start something you won't be able to follow through or you won't be able to finish. Just be on your own with your emotional unavailability. Be at one corner, just like that. Be there. Don't invite anybody into your life and mess up their peace. No, we are not accepting that. Ladies, no to that. The next question is this my highest standard? Most of us do and accept all types of things because we do not know our worth. Know your worth and add tax. Do not let anyone make you feel like you are not enough. You are enough and you are worthy of the good and beautiful things the universe has to offer. So know your standards and know what to accept and what not to accept. The next question is, am I dressing for attention? A friend of mine almost got chopped for wearing short shorts around same-sex friends. Hey friend, you know yourself. I'm saying hello to you. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, moving on. Personally, I don't believe anyone dresses for attention. The problem is that you never know what's going on in another person's mind. So although your clothes may feel cute and all that, you may have to take certain things into consideration. Half of the people you see on the streets are not normal. They don't kolo. Madness everywhere. So just protect yourself. Take other things into consideration before you step out in your perfect outfit. The last question is, would this be better left unsaid? Remember, we are not complaining, we are not judging, and we are not explaining. We won't be on any or the same energy level as another. High vibrational energy is the goal. Don't open your mouth in the heat of anger when you don't have the full facts of the story, when you haven't verified the story. If your words will offend another, if your words will convey a wrong impression, if the issue is none of your business, all these are times when you should keep your mouth shut Other moments to keep your mouth shut is when you are tempted to tell an outright lie. If you cannot speak without yelling, those of you who be yelling at everything, just be quiet. If you know you just open your mouth and start shouting, please don't say anything, be quiet. Be quiet also when it's time to listen. And if you have to eat your words later, what I mean is that if you open your mouth and you know that you will regret it later, please leave it unsaid. Keep quiet. And if you have already said it more than once, just keep quiet. Don't be chasing after things. Let things be. The person heard you the first time. You don't need to repeat it 1,000 times. If the person would take action, the person would have done so at the very first time you told the person. Remember, it's all about priorities, you know. So if the person is not responding to you, it simply means you're not their priority. So just leave the situation as it is, or if you can do something else about it, you do. If not, be quiet and let it be. And the most overlooked moment to be quiet is when you are supposed to be working. See, you need to take your work seriously. For example, if you're working 8 hours a day, don't spend 4 hours gossiping with your workmate, doing unproductive thing. No, don't even spend a minute doing that. Just face what you are at a particular place to do. Don't be quiet. Our inability to provide answers to our whys have resulted in laziness and negligence, which has led to an efforts degradation of mankind. Work on yourself first. Then all your relationships will fall into place. The overripe fruits will effortlessly fall off on their own, and you don't need to stress about anything. Don't forget to begin from within. Go deeper. Explore your inner space. Discover your highest self, and then you can become unstoppable. Be committed to continuous self-improvement. Your words, thoughts, feelings, actions must reflect an inner beauty and sincere love for God, yourself, and others. Set the example of what it means to be a lover of God. This brings us to the end of today's video. If you have learned something, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Also stay tuned for part 2 of this video, which will be addressing everything you need to know about standards and boundaries. That will be all for today. Don't forget to love divinely and unconditionally, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.